y'all can't shine like my clique.
This is grown folk music, nigga.
Y'all niggas shit is starting to sound like my shit. Can you get off my
I am
dick?
not a dreamer, homie, I am a dream. I'm not a team player, see I own the team. I have no choice but to win, homie. I am a winner, I'm a seasoned vet at this shit. I am not a beginner, the Lord even blesses his bad seeds. I am a sinner, keep the heat around so I'm warm and hard of the winter. I make it smooth like the quiet storm on. You gotta love it, I'm thugging. You say you ain't feeling this, you bugging. I break it down for you effortlessly. F-I-F-T-Y-C-E-N-T. Go ahead, say my name in your verse for the attention it brings, and be famous for getting your ass kicked like Rodney King. It's on.
Y'all niggas know that y'all can't shine like my clique.
Yeah,
Y'all niggas shit is
While I got you listening,
sound like my shit. Can you get off my dick?
the new G6 is in stores. G-Unit sneakers, G-Unit clothes.
It's the mayor. Welcome to Showface News. You can call me what you want, just don't call me woke. You're not rocking with the town favorite Showface News. It's Big Gotham, and you already know it's the town versus everybody at all times. The real New York Mayor F. Eric Adams, but all the way from Flushing, Queens. We got the one and only Sue Young. Stop playing game. Come on. That's word to Sue Young. That's word to Sue Young. Check it out, man. We have some crazy updates on the big Juk Murder, champs. Check it out. So that truck that went by at the, what was it? That truck that came through, and the people that smoked Big Juk through that truck is linked to a security guard who's doing security for Glorilla and Big Boogie, who are both CMG artists. Now, the security guard, his name is Big Leake, champ. Okay? His name is Big Leake. Now, this doesn't mean that he was the one that got Big Juk, because he's not the one. I can promise you it ain't him. And I got other things to talk about, by the way. Make sure you hit that like button and share the video as we proceed. All right? Check it out, gang. Here's what this says. Now, this happened in like East Memphis, I believe. It says police say a Lyft driver and his passenger came to the aid of a man shot several times while driving in a Tesla through East Memphis, champs. It happened late Friday night at a popular avenue in the Ridgeway Loop. Okay? It also says this, champs. It says that investigators believe that they went southbound on Ridgeway Center Parkway, approaching next to the victim's Tesla, and noticed multiple bullet holes in the driver's side window. The woman said she could also hear the victim was in distress. She said she tried to help him out of the Tesla before police arrived. The victim, who was shot several times, was transported to the Regional 1 Medical Center in critical condition, gang. Okay? And this is a whole separate crime, by the way, just so y'all know. It also says officers located several spent shell casings from a rifle and a handgun near the Tesla, and said video from nearby business showed the victim was being followed by a white Ford Explorer before the shooting. MPD has released photographs of the Explorer. If you have seen it or have any information, Crime Stoppers, gang. Okay? Crazy, right? I know it's crazy. But check this out. Just in case you think anyone's lying, here's a picture of Big Leake on your left side, the left side of your screen with Glorilla, champs. Now, this doesn't mean Glorilla or the artist Big Boogie had anything to do with the crimes, champ. This is a security guard. Now, the security guard is a CMG affiliate. He is not a part of the label CMG, champs. It just so happened that that same white truck is linked to the guy to your left, who is a security guard named Big Leake. Now, I'm telling you this right now. Big Leake was not the one who did this, champ. Because I spoke to some people this morning who was very much tapped in. Memphis police is never going to catch who did this. I promise you they're not. Allegedly. The Memphis Police Department is not going to catch who did this. Y'all don't know what I know, champ. And from what I know, the person who allegedly did this is not even within striking distance, champ. I'm just saying, allegedly. All right, let's just say there was several groups who came together to get Big Juk up out of here, champs. All right, according to what I know, Big Juk got a lot, I repeat, a lot of dealers in the Memphis area up out of here, put hits on multiple dealers, one being Young Dolph, which is why he was so close to Hernandez Govan. There was a big hit put on Dolph. There was a big hit put on other dope dealers, champs. Let's just say allegedly, Big Juk may have seen his killer before the killer did what they did. Let's just say that, champ. Allegedly, right? It's probably not gonna be as crazy in Memphis as people think it's gonna be. Okay, I can tell you that right now. Reason being is because Yo Gotti isn't this maniac that you might believe he is. Now, Big Juk is every bit of this hitter that you think he is. Big Juk and Yo Gotti are two different individuals, though. Don't confuse Yo Gotti for being as crazy as Big Juk, because Big Juk was the real person making plays, not Yo Gotti. The muscle behind CMG is Big Juk, not Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti is the name and the face and the brand for sure, but Yo Gotti isn't a crazed maniac like Juk and other people in these streets, champ. Now, your boy Young Dolph definitely had steppers. Believe it or not, he had those steppers, champ. All right? Even Black Youngster might be a little bit more crazy than Yo Gotti, champ. Respectfully. Just due to the fact that Black Youngster involved himself in the beef just to volunteer. It was like Black Youngster volunteered to beef with Young Dolph. It wasn't like he already had beef with him. He didn't know him. Dolph and Yo Gotti had beef for years. This was a beef that stemmed from an event, and then more events happened. You dig? Dolph was hit at multiple times. Dolph was shot at more times than most people actually know. Before Dolph was even as popular as he was still being shot at, champs. You dig? But the person who did this, allegedly, they probably never, ever gonna find out who did it. This is going to probably turn into a cold case, gang. I'm gonna be honest with you, champs. This might be a cold case, and if anyone's gonna tell you it, it's gonna be me, champs. Allegedly, though. Alleged. I'm saying it. You dig? I hit the like button and share the video, but yeah, the security guard linked to Glorilla and CMG artist Big Boogie and Glorilla, both under CMG, was actually the one who had this white truck that was used in the murder of Big Juk way before the murder of Big Juk happened, because what happened was this white truck right here that you can see at the top is the same exact truck that was used, and the person that was in that truck was a security guard known as Big Leake, who did security for Glorilla, and Big Boogie, who both just so happen to be CMG artists. The security guard is not a part of CMG, affiliated with CMG, but not in CMG, champs, okay? But he is not the person that did this, champs. I promise you it's not. This is kind of similar to when Young Dolph passed away. Y'all seen that white car, and that white car was used for another crime the same day that Dolph passed away, before Dolph passed away, outside of a football game in Memphis, right? Some of y'all might remember that. You dig? But there's so much going on with this. You know, what happened was Big Juk's dying was in retaliation to a lot of hits that Big Juk put on other people, champs. Allegedly, Big Juk put a lot of hits on other dealers, including Dolph, which ultimately led to his demise because people wanted that get back, champ. Now, like I said, allegedly there was some groups that came together to make it happen. Allegedly, before the funeral even happened, Juk was supposed to get smoked at a car show in Memphis. Allegedly, champs. Before this happened, okay? They said that he was supposed to get got at a car show, but they didn't do it at the car show. They got it done at the funeral. Not even the funeral. What was that? The overpass, the repass. They got him at the repass, champs. That's when they got him. But they was trying to get him before the repass, before the funeral even happened, champ. They wanted to make this very, very much disrespectful in retaliation to what Juk was doing. putting those hits out, allegedly, champs. Okay? That's what they was trying to do. You dig now? I'm just telling you facts, gang. Allegedly. Alleged. This isn't real. This is entertainment, right? Just saying. That's what was told to me from the grapevine, champ. The grapevine says these things, champ. Yo Gotti is not crashing out. Yo Gotti is not crashing out, champs. In fact, he might have not never crashed out before on the real, man. You dig? But Dolph has steppers. Let's be real. Dolph has plenty of steppers. It is with all that smoke. Okay. But there's quite a few different people involved with this happening. Okay. I want y'all to understand that. We almost have 200 people in the room. I want you to make sure you hit the like and share the video. You might not get this information elsewhere, but remember that it's all alleged. If you think it's real, that's up to your imagination to believe so. But understand that this is what was going on out there in Memphis. Okay? This is what was supposedly happening. And I'm gonna say supposedly. Okay? But champs, this is wild though. Like, it is crazy, but please don't be that person to say Glorilla and Big Boogie was out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. It's crazy, man. Somebody on Twitch said this. Somebody on Twitch said Showface, the voice in the digital space podcast maestro with charm and grace. Stories unfold with every episode. A host, par excellence and wisdom he's stole. Hey, salute, champ. I appreciate your viewership. But gang, this is wild. I don't know who's I don't know who you really want to say, you know, is making the plays out here. I might know, I might not know, champ, but again, like I said the first time I did a video on this, Big Juk was held responsible for his actions. Let's put it like that. Big Juk was held responsible for his actions, champs. I will say this again, he was held accountable for his actions. When you do things, there's a reaction, and for every action there is a reaction, and that's what happened. Okay, that's what took place. Okay, if you out here moving crazy, doing crazy things, eventually something may transpire. All right, he was very comfortable doing what he did. He was very comfortable the day of his passing. Before it happened, he might have not even been expecting anything to happen, because maybe he felt invincible. Okay, but then things happen. You dig? King Devon says, just like young Dolph did. Yeah, there's similarities because people, they just didn't care, man. Dolph didn't care. Big Juk didn't care. They didn't care, bro. They never cared, and that's why they were able to be caught lacking. They might have not been expecting to get caught lacking, but it happens when it happens, man. You dig? That's what I'm saying. But death was an alleged retaliation to several hits put out by Big Juk. Allegedly. Allegedly. Okay? Who knows what's actually true, what's fact, and what's not fact? If I'm going to draw an opinion on this matter, I'm going to say that this case may be a cold case, champs. This case may go very cold. This case may not be solved, champ. You dig? I'm sure a lot of young Dolph fans are not concerned about this being solved. The only thing that I find very strange about this whole ordeal is that people are trying to say we have to have respect for Big Juk. We don't have to have respect for anybody we don't want to have respect for. You dig? I'm not here to disrespect or not disrespect the man anyway. That's not what I'm here to do, champ. I'm not here to disrespect anyone, champ. I'm just here to drop y'all some information from my own perspective and analysis. That's about it. I'm not here to choose sides on anything. I'm just dropping the news, champ. You dig? I'm not here to disrespect Juk or nobody else. If you think the Yo Gotti's gonna crash out, though, you might be sadly mistaken. Things might not go as you think they're gonna go. Okay? Gotti wasn't the crazy one. The crazy one was Big Jook. Big Jook was the crazy one, champ. Don't expect Yo Gotti to just go all out. Don't think Gotti's gonna go all out to ruin everything that he's worked hard for to get locked up behind bars for the rest of his life, champ. Because honestly, that probably is almost impossible. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's probably almost impossible for Gotti to even go and do that. I'm not gonna lie to you. You dig? I'm just keeping it a G with you, man. Treasure Man says somebody had to see something. Well, I'm sure a lot of people seen something, but a lot of people is not gonna talk. You dig? That's what I'm gonna tell you. Steel New Breed says, how do you know that? Respectfully? Well, champ, like I said, I spoke to who I spoke to this morning, and I continuously tell y'all that I have a lot of connections and people hit me up and give me very crazy information. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And let's just say a lot of people did see this killer, right? Let's just say a lot of people did see this person who did it. It wasn't just one person, it was multiple people who were involved, right? So think about that for a second. King Devon says that's because the black culture is dry snitching, thinks dry snitching is policing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You dig? Salute to the Boss Town in the building. The Bean Town is in the building. Salute to Boston. You already know the vibes. Frontline Judas says, what up, though? Hey, yeah, like I said, bro, like, it's a lot going on, man. You know, allegedly, though. Allegedly. Seti Nash didn't tell me anything. Salute to Seti Nash, though, being the first person to put that out there, but he didn't tell me anything, though. The things that I'm telling you outside of the Glorilla situation about what allegedly really happened and the reason that he passed has nothing to do with Seti Nash. Now, this information, yes, I can admit, got it from Seti Nash. But when it comes to me actually talking about what really allegedly went down, has nothing to do with Seti Nash. That's an inside source that I have personally that be telling me stuff. And I'm not telling you who that is because y'all never gonna find out. Treasure Man says, nah, he seems quiet after all is with pouring Angela Simmons. Yeah, Yo Gotti don't want no. See, here's what y'all should have peeped. When they was trying to catch Straight Drop, when the feds was trying to catch Straight Drop, right? The same day the feds were trying to catch Straight Drop, Yo Gotti deleted every single post off his Instagram. All right, Yo Gotti removed every single post off of his Instagram the day they was trying to catch Straight Drop. He don't want nothing to do with nothing. It seems like Yo Gotti's not interested in doing any form of jail time whatsoever. You dig? That's what it is. Ginger says Key Glock just put out a new song like a movie. Yeah, that's the Let's Go song. Salute to Key Glock, by the way. Paper Route Empire. CEO Jizzle is wanted. I know about CEO Jizzle, but this don't even got nothing to do with CEO Jizzle. You dig what I'm saying? They ain't have nothing to do with CEO Jizzle, but he's in a whole different situation himself. You dig? But when I talk about you know what really happened, allegedly happened with Big Jook, you know, that's more inside details. You know, I feel like this case is gonna go cold and never gonna ever catch the person that did this. Because once again, I keep telling y'all, there's a lot of groups involved. Ron, however you say your name, said I heard Raven was next. If y'all don't know who Raven is the person from the Makita's Cookie Shop who was the most suspect person online, who was threatening other vloggers for mentioning her name in vlogs at the time that Young Dolph passed away, and people was doing a lot of videos on it. I don't think Raven is ever going to go down if Raven is involved at all. We don't really have true proof that she's involved. Although I think Raven is a clout chaser and that Raven is suspect and that the people at the Makita's Cookie Shop is suspect, I don't think Raven is ever going to get locked up for anything until they can prove it. You dig what I'm saying? I'm one of those people who feel like Young Dolph got set up by the cookie shop. A lot of y'all feel the same way. Some people feel like those people are innocent. Me personally, I don't know. I feel like they had some involvement. I feel like what they did after Young Dolph passed away was very nasty, though. I feel like they try to capitalize off of Young Dolph's murder, which is disgusting. You know, they named a cookie after Young Dolph passing away. They got insurance money. They did a GoFundMe for almost 100 bands. I think that was done in nasty taste. You know, I don't think Dolph got his true honor at that cookie shop. I think the cookie shop is guilty as much as anybody else. But, champ, I don't know if they're going to ever go down for it. They're going to have to prove it. Now, allegedly, they done got all of the people involved in the murder for Young Dolph, and that's cool. But Raven and them, yeah, they did some nasty things after the man's passing, but are they really gonna go down for anything? I don't know. There was so many twists and turns when people were doing it. They own investigating for the Young Dolph story. There was so many twists and turns with it. You dig what I'm saying? A lot of twists and turns, man. Let's keep it in the G. Susan Mayhew, I hope I'm saying your name right. She says, now that Juk is out the way, I believe those guys are going to talk. They are scared they're next. Juk may have not paid all the hit money. I don't know about all that. I don't know. You think I don't know about all that. Always Blessed says, I wish Yo Gotti never got this started with Young Dolph. This is, I mean, honestly, this was going to happen whether Young Dolph got smoked or not. From what I understand about the situation, this situation was going to probably happen whether Young Dolph got hit or not. Young Dolph not being hit at all wouldn't really change the situation of what happened, because this certain someone was allegedly knocking people off left and right who was in the dope game. And as a result of that, a lot of people came together and tried to get him up out of here. In fact, like I said, he wasn't even supposed to get smoked that day. He was supposed to get smoked before the funeral even happened. He was supposed to get smoked at some car show that happened in Memphis, allegedly. But instead, he got smoked at the repast after the funeral. That's what happened. You dig? Yeah, make sure y'all get them likes up. Hit the like, share the video, get the likes up, champs. You got almost 500 in the room. Let's get those likes up. Respectfully, it's the mayor. But look, I'm not saying it's 100% facts. I'm telling you from what I've been told. You dig? Derek Woga says, how are the facts of the vehicle linked to Globe and Boogie? Okay, so Glorilla and Big Boogie, the security guard for Glorilla and Big Boogie is linked to the truck. Glorilla and Big Boogie are not linked to the truck. The security guard who did security for Glorilla and Big Boogie, who are both CMG owners, he's the one that's linked to that truck. Because there was a shooting that took place in East Memphis some time ago, and the person in this truck that you see in the picture right here, the person in there was Big Leake. This is Big Leake on your right side. Big Leake was doing security for Glorilla and Big Boogie at one point in time. Okay, he is not a part of CMG. He's a CMG affiliate. This doesn't make him a suspect in the murder of Big Juk, but I guess he's the suspect in another shooting that took place in East Memphis. Okay, Trula Mafia might not even be involved with this, to be honest. This might not be Trula Mafia, to be honest with you. They just said that truck had took someone else out, didn't it? Yeah. And crazy enough, with the Young Dolph case, the same white car that y'all seen with the Young Dolph case was also involved in a previous murder that took place some hours before Young Dolph got hit up at Makita's cookie shop. Which is wild, right? Crazy enough. But those are facts too. You dig? Crazy enough. The whole situation is wild, but don't expect Yo Gotti get back, please. Yo Gotti might be trying to stay far away from getting involved with the law, champ. I don't think Yo Gotti is trying to give up his label and everything he worked hard for and his connections to get locked up again, because guess what? Big Juk was the crazy one, not Yo Gotti. A lot of people say that Yo Gotti is not even crazy, bro. They say Yo Gotti is not no crazy. kingpin, drug lord, trying to violate things. They say he not standing on business, champ. They say Gotti ain't standing on business. Yehuda says, didn't Bowleg pass away? I don't know. Champ. I ain't looked so deep into it to know if he passed or not. I think Yo Gotti has been done with it. A lot of people think that Yo Gotti's up next. I don't know if he's up next. I think the people wanted to get the get back that they was looking for and got it done. You know what I'm saying? Real It As It Gets says it's a fake relationship with the devil. He didn't sacrifice his brother. Who said that he did? He didn't. You know what I'm saying? I never said that he sacrificed his brother. All that sacrifice talk is nonsense talk, to be honest. Ain't nobody getting sacrificed to nobody. If you believe that, that's fine. Understand, here on the Showface News channel, sacrifices don't exist, champ. The only sacrifice is the sacrifice you make to make a living every day. Outside of that, all this Illuminati this, Illuminati that, not up in here, champ, respectfully. Big Juk was snake. Maybe, perhaps. But he did some snake things himself, though, you dig? He did snake things himself. You know what I mean? Montezio says, damn lie, Gotti standing on business. Hey, champ, if you believe Gotti is standing on business, that's up to you. From my understanding and from the people of Memphis, they say Gotti's not standing on business, champ. I'm just keeping it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Look, it's cool if you believe that. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But me, yeah, man. It's just is what it is, man. Real talk. D Chosen 64 says, I don't think people truly understand Big Juk was the real big fish in CMG. Gotti just the face. Yes. Salute to the chosen one in the chat, because that's true. Gotti was the face of CMG, the muscle of CMG. It's Big Juk. Big Juk was the one who was out here making it happen. Now Yo Gotti. And a lot of people don't realize that. They think that Yo Gotti is like Gucci Mane or something. Nah, Gucci Mane is Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane was really out here wilding. Yo Gotti wasn't. He had beef with Young Dolph. That's true. But don't think that Yo Gotti was the one out here getting, Young Dolph violated all the time. That's not true. You dig? Ginger says, they all need to just quit unaliving each other, hurting themselves and money they can be making. Well, guess what? The problem is that when people are making money, there's always going to be that type of environment, especially in the street. You know what I'm saying? In the street, when people are making money, there's always going to be enemies no matter what. So you could say stop unaliving each other, but when there's money being made in the trenches, it's going to always be a war no matter what. You can't stop the war. That's the thing. Y'all don't want people to stop the violence, but you don't understand that the world is created from violence. These countries, these names, Africa, America, China, those names didn't come about because of peace. Those names came about because of war. Somebody had to conquer that land. In order for these names to be named the way they was named, someone had to conquer the land, and the land was conquered through war. Understand? So when y'all say stop the violence, I get it. But the violence doesn't end, champ. There's violence every single day. That's just how life moves. You dig? Just understand that. You dig? Ronnie Lister says, that's why they went after Juk. Because they don't see Gotti as a threat. It's not even about if Gotti was a threat. Big Juk was knocking off a bunch of drug dealers in Memphis. One of those drug dealers just so happened to be Young Dolph. He knocked off Young Dolph and other people by way of putting hits out on them, allegedly. And that's what caused the retaliation of Big Juk passing away. So whoever did it, we don't know. We won't find out. And I'm pretty sure the police in Memphis won't be finding out either, champ. Don't be surprised if they're also involved themselves. I ain't gonna lie. The police might know and don't care, because there's some crooked police in Memphis. Just understand that as well. Melrose Main said, I could have sworn that the beef is between Yo Gotti and Young Dolph. Maybe Big Brother stepped in, but initially started with them too. Well, Big Juk and Young Dolph used to be cool because he helps him out in some way, shape, or form in the drug game. You know what I'm saying? So Big Juk and Dolph used to be cool, but ultimately, I'm pretty sure Big Juk is gonna choose a side between Gotti and Young Dolph and chose his brother's side. Now, him also being cool with Hernandez Govon, who's really cool with him. Hernandez Govon is the whole person in charge of the murder operation on Young Dolph, right? So it is what it is. Reno Pellegrini says the real question is who was Big Juk talking about in his post, because I believe that's the people who killed them. He could be talking about anybody, to be honest. Man, Rain says they are involved. 12 was on the scene. 12 could have been involved in ways that people don't know they were involved in it, because there's some crooked police out there in Memphis. I will say that. And look, if you think I'm lying, that's cool. I'm not even mad at that, champ. You are allowed to feel however you want. If you think that I'm a liar, if you think that I'm capping, I'm not mad at you, champ. That's cool. You still watching me. You watching a liar. You are watching a liar make content, champ. I just want you to know. You dig? Y'all make sure y'all hit the like and share the video, man. We got 600 plus in the room. Get them likes up, gang. Get them likes up. You dig? Remember, say your brother's your brother no matter what. You're gonna hold each other down. Not always. Sometimes blood is not thicker than water, gang. Salute to New Orleans in the building. You already know the vibes. Come on, gang. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the like if you just joined in the room. Rain says you have police on the scene at every funeral. Not all the time. I've been to funerals where there was absolutely no police. Eric Anderson says 12 was in the area, not on the scene. They never on the scene, man. He never on the scene, man. FSTA says, what do you think about Seti Nash saying now Juk out the picture, Gotti out the way of the RICO? I mean, that could also be true, but that's not always certain, because they still continue RICOs whether somebody's deceased or not. The only way to make yourself get out of a RICO is if nobody says anything, because RICOs start by the police or the feds getting everybody in question, and the first person to fold is the person who makes that RICO a thing. If nobody said anything, the RICOs wouldn't even be a thing. That's why you get a lot of biker gangs that get out of RICOs, because biker gangs are so loyal to the gang that they don't even say anything when interrogation. When biker gangs get into interrogations, you don't really see biker gangs get hit with the RICO because nobody says anything. The problem with the RICO is the gang members end up folding. The moment that they fold is the moment that everybody goes down and they got a case. So when it comes to biker gangs, you don't see a lot of biker gangs get put down on the RICO, because the biker gangs are so loyal to the gang, they don't say nothing. The moment somebody starts talking is when things go left. You dig? So if you could take that pressure, then you're gonna be high. But most times somebody says something. It just says now straight dropping them can say Juk did it. I mean, they could, but they already locked up already. I think the Young Dolph case is still continuing to go though, as we speak. So the Young Dolph trial ain't over yet. It's still going. KT420 said there was a 911 call and there's a police officer asking the operator, did anyone call about shots being fired, because he just heard shots going off. Perhaps, man. Jasper Dixon says, why ain't no bloggers talking about how Juk got CEO Jizzle hit at the FedEx Forum? Who's to say that ain't the reason Juk got hit up? Because Juk ain't responsible for CEO Jizzle getting hit. CEO Jizzle got hit because he allegedly diss one of Little Baby's peoples or something. I can't even really get into that. If I get into the CEO Jizzle situation, it's gonna incriminate some people. I'm not even gonna really talk about that. Glorilla actually dry snitched on the reason that CEO Jizzle got hit at the FedEx Forum, because she was low-key trying to dry snitch on Lil Baby. To be technical, it don't really got nothing to do with Lil Baby, even though it kind of do, but I ain't gonna get into too much detail with that. Ginger says, Cat even having no tags. This happened in Texas last week. 2 people killed, struck, had no tags, but the Secret Service found the truck. It's a whole federal offense, man. Nobody taking care of their book. Somebody will tell. I don't think anybody's gonna tell with this. See, again, I'm gonna say this. There was a lot of people involved in getting Juk up out of here, man. There was a lot of people involved in getting Juk up out of here. That's the thing y'all don't realize. I can almost assure you that this whole thing with Big Juk, this case is gonna go cold, bro. It might be a cold case. It might be a cold case. Allegedly, Juk seen the person that got him up out of here the same day. Allegedly. Allegedly. It's probably gonna go cold, bro. It's probably gonna be a cold case. I can't tell you why. But it's probably gonna go cold, bro. Moderators, y'all hit me up if y'all want to know why. If you a mod, I'll tell you why. But yeah, I can't tell y'all why it's gonna go cold, but I can promise you it might go cold, champs. The police ain't dropped the location, bro. The police ain't really have nothing to do with this. You dig? And honestly, if anybody claims this, nobody's gonna claim it because it turns into a RICO. The moment that anybody claims this, it's gonna turn into a RICO investigation. I hope y'all know that. Kicks for Days says they're getting smarter. Having no tags on a vehicle used on a murder is crazy. It's the smartest thing you can do to make yourself not be noticed so they don't trace nothing back. Cat Renee says Juk dropped his location with that IG post. Well, let's just say he was at these places for long periods of time, long enough for somebody to literally get the drop on him via somebody in that building letting them know. You dig? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, champs. Race Cars and Reptiles says the Explorer is not the securities, it's the people who shot the security. The security was in a Tesla. Well, it was linked to it. Travis Hughes says checking in from Memphis. Salute to Memphis in the building. But yeah, y'all. Yo Gotti probably ain't doing no crash out. You know what I'm saying? Yo Gotti 10 times out of 10 probably ain't doing no crash out. Y'all gotta understand that Big Juk is the real stepper of CMG. Gotti is not the stepper, champ. Does Gotti have any steppers? He could. But is he going to try to crash out? I don't know. We don't know. I don't think so. Gotti is not the guy that y'all think he is. Gucci Mane is Gucci Mane. Gotti is Gotti. Juk is Juk. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. K-Monk says, I honestly think Yo Gotti gonna blame everything on Juk now that he's deceased to save his legacy. I mean, if that's what he does, then that's all he can do. You know what I'm saying? Especially knowing that Juk was the person putting them hits out. Ninja says, but Cat, the vehicle has been linked back to Glorilla Security, man. Well, the guy is not Glorilla Security anymore. He's not doing security for Big Boogie. Allegedly, the man ain't even alive anymore, so they say. I have no idea. That's Big Leake. That's his name. His name is Big Leake. But he was doing security for Glorilla and Big Boogie, who are both CMG artists, right? I don't know if, you know, he ain't got nothing to do with it though. It still all leads back to Gotti. The beef started with him. Now his brother's blood is on his hands. Gotti is the snake. No. To be honest, none of it has to do with Gotti at all. Gotti was trying to keep himself away from it, to be honest. Everything leads back to Big Juk, respectfully. The feds may definitely question Yo Gotti because they both on the same label and they related. So, but to be quite honest, Gotti ain't do none of that, bro. Gotti did not have Dolph hit up. Gotti ain't responsible for that. He might not like Yo Gotti. He might have had beef with Yo Gotti, but Gotti's not responsible, champs. I hope y'all understand that. Kicks for Days says Yo Gotti got a lot to lose. I doubt he will crash out. Juk was the one handling the street business and was the only one doing the street business. You know what I'm saying? The only one doing the street business on top of it all. You dig? Aga says, right, you don't call a op a snake. It's someone close to you like family. That's a fact. That's true. Always Blessed says, what? Where would Juk get all that money to put up so many hits? Juk is the one that's funding CMG. Juk is not poor. Juk is very rich. Juk probably got more money than Yo Gotti. Juk was the biggest drug dealer in Memphis. Y'all might not know that. Big Juk is way bigger than y'all think he is. Big Juk is the muscle behind CMG. Without Big Juk, CMG don't even exist. He was the biggest drug dealer in Memphis. So Big Juk had a lot of money. So to say he didn't have a lot, Big Juk probably had more money than Yo Gotti. To be honest with you. He probably had way more money than Yo Gotti before Yo Gotti was Yo Gotti. You gotta remember, Big Juk died at the age of 50. He been around for a long time. Juk ain't new to this. Juk been getting it. So you might not realize, but Big Juk been that guy. So he's been getting to the money. You know what I'm saying? Biggest drug dealer in Memphis. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Street money, not industry money. You dead? Just saying. A plug makes more money than myself being a nurse working 80 hours a week. Yeah, the plug making more than you, champ. She says, okay, I thought Young Dolph was funding Juk at times. That's not true. He don't need funding from Young Dolph. The man is a big kingpin. He don't need nobody's money. He's the person giving the money out. You know what I'm saying? He don't need nobody's money. But yeah, some of y'all might not realize Big Juk bigger than y'all think he is, because y'all not really familiar with Big Juk. On the street level, bigger than life. The J Prince of Memphis. You could call him the J Prince of Memphis almost if you want to. He only a few years younger than J Prince. You know what I'm saying? King Monk says, bro, definitely agree with you. You definitely can think. Yeah. But Juk was the one making the plays. It's always going to lead back to Juk. Yo Gotti wasn't the one doing all that. Juk been around for a minute. He the muscle behind CMG. He's doing all the work, all that groundwork. Gotti was the face. He put his brother in position. What he did was he helped his brother get in position in the industry because he had loan money. So he the one who got Yo Gotti in position. A lot of y'all think Yo Gotti is like the biggest street nigga in Memphis history. It's not even true. Young Dolph is crazy. Young Dolph was crazy. Young Dolph got steppers all over the place. Young Dolph had a different type of reach himself. Not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Bama Boy says they got the big fish out the way. Yeah. Pretty much. CMG might fall because of this. Because of this big loss to CMG, CMG might be done, bro. That's the part people don't realize. CMG might fall apart, bro. CMG might fall apart, bro. Bro said he's the Suge Knight. Yo. Cyber investment firm says, bro, where you from? Champ, I'm from the town, champ. I thought you knew by now, champ. I'm the real New York mayor. The real New York mayor. I don't know who Eric Adams is, but I'm the mayor, champ. Understand? From the town, gang. That's where I come from. Born and raised. Always Blessed says, yes, I know Juk is Gotti brother, but I know Young Dolph and a few other people made it clear that Young Dolph was helping Big Juk when Yo Gotti would not. My thing is, why would he need help? You know what I'm saying? Why would he need help? You dig? Yeah, I mean, why in the world would he need help? You know? And I'm going to say something because a lot of people feel the need to say things that they don't know what they're talking about. So oftentimes when I've done videos on things that was outside of my region, outside of my city, people say things like, oh, you from New York, you're not allowed to speak on West Coast politics. Oh, you from New York, you're not allowed to speak on Southern politics. Nigga, I can speak on whatever I want to. Who gonna stop me from doing it? You know what I'm saying? Anyone could speak on whatever they want to speak on. That's what I'm saying. Like, Someone saying, "Oh, you're not allowed to speak on this because you from somewhere else," doesn't make any sense. These is global things. I could speak on what if I got knowledge on it. If I know people from the area, I could say whatever I want. I got people in LA. I got people in Memphis. I got people all over the place. They're gonna tell me what I'm gonna speak on. What I'm not. I'm gonna speak on whatever I feel like speaking on. If you don't like it, champ, go to another channel. It don't matter. I'm just addressing it. People be saying weird things like, "You not from Memphis. You not from here. You can't say that, champ." Well, you're from the place and you don't even know what's going on. Why do I know more about what's going on in your place than you do? It's a question you should ask yourself, champ. You dig? People be getting mad about that. It's weird though. You know what I mean? Salute to Memphis in the building. I see y'all. Always Blessed says, "I don't know what I'm talking about. I apologize. I just know what Young Dolph made clear on the radio podcast. Just trying to understand the history of the people." No, salute to you. I'm talking to the people who saying nonsense. You dig? Because people be saying some nonsense. Salute to North Memphis in the building. Bone Boy Jr. says, "You could go on the Breakfast Club and Young Dolph talk to Charlamagne about helping out Big Juk." I'm not saying he never helped out Big Juk. I'm just saying as far as like money wise, Big Juk wasn't poor or broke. He was the one funded CMG. You know what I mean? He was the one that was funding CMG, you know? Yeah, I spoke, Mark Hen, I'm glad you said this. I spoke on this before. He was helping Big Juk on a street level when Big Juk wasn't as crazy in the drug game. But if you're talking about money wise, as far as like financial things, no. They were both in the streets. So of course he would help him in the dope game. Ain't nothing wrong with that neither. Like if that's what he did, that's cool. But don't go out here saying, "Oh, he was giving him money," and not. He didn't have to give money. The man was making plenty of money for a long period of time. You dig? I'm not saying that he didn't help out Juk in other ways, but as far as like money, nah. It's crazy, man. King Mark says, "By the way, my G, you kind of favor CJ on 32s. Such a successful dude with knowledge. Salute." I don't know who bro is. I'm gonna check him out though, because I don't know who bro is. You dig? Dread the Bomber says they could have been a drought and Juk needed some green. That's what I'm saying. Yes, champ. Yes, champ. Talk. Yes, champ. That's all I'm saying. We ain't talking about money wise. That's what I'm talking about. Salute. Yeah, champ. Who is 51? 3 Fly says Big Juk found the talents of Big Boogie and Glow. He brought them to Gotti and helped fund it too. As well, the muscle. Lady T says, "Yeah, because none of the CMG artists bringing in no bread like that. So who's gonna keep CMG going?" I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? When the last time you heard about Moneybagg Yo and CMG? I'm gonna let y'all think about that. When is the last time you heard about Moneybagg Yo and CMG doing anything together? I want y'all to think about that for a second. When the last time you heard about Moneybagg Yo and CMG? You know what I'm saying? Cyrilly says, "How much you think the Juk hit was?" I don't know. I don't even know who CJ is, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Somebody said I don't even know who CJ is, bro. I swear I don't. But you ain't hear about Moneybagg Yo doing nothing with CMG recently. You ain't really hear nothing crazy. Like Moneybagg Yo was really clicked up with Young Dolph. The reason that Moneybagg Yo signed to CMG is because CMG was his way out the streets. CMG was his way out the trenches. So he took that opportunity to sign with Yo Gotti. But Moneybagg Yo, his first studio session was paid by who? Young Dolph. Young Dolph and Moneybagg Yo did a lot of music together way back when. You know what I'm saying? he has some loyalty to Dolph in a sense, even though him and Dolph wasn't really talking because he's obviously signed to the ops. You know what I'm saying? But you don't really hear about Moneybagg Yo with CMG like that. Moneybagg Yo kind of fell back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But Moneybagg Yo used CMG to get out the trenches, to get in a better situation, which he did. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Nikolai Sprinkling says youngster is hiding for show. Hey, man. Crazy, man. Crazy, man. I mean, Black youngster ain't even with the CMG camp no more. They got rid of him, man. It's crazy, man. Who was 51-3 Fly says Bag building his own brand on trying to stay clear of all the negative stuff. He got too many artists he's trying to help. He all about his money. True. That's also true. You know what I'm saying? Cabernet says the Bovans, Mim sisters were the biggest drug dealers in Memphis since the 80s. I seen that. I seen the Hernandez Govan's family has a long line of history out there in Memphis too. I seen that before. Yeah, the Bovans, his family had a long history out there as far as in the streets. So it makes perfect sense on why he did what he did. You know what I mean? Crazy, man. Travis Hughes says Bag could have stayed indie and became bigger. Maybe. He don't really make a lot of new music right now. Or his music ain't making no moves. Honestly, CMG has been a little bit quiet recently. Now, Glorilla was supposed to drop a new project. I'm sure it dropped. I didn't really hear nothing about it. But she just dropped some like new video or something. But Glorilla got too much competition. She got to go harder because you got Lotto, Ice Spice, Sexy Red going crazy right now. So Glorilla ain't really got the clout like that at the moment. She ain't really got the crowd. She ain't got the algae right now. You know, she don't got the algorithm on her side at the moment. She gonna have to do something drastic. You know what I mean? Ted DiBiase says Black Youngster and Moneybagg was on the 4-city tour. Perhaps. Jovan Fenton says Bag was just on Gotti album he just put out in 2023. Champ, I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't make no crazy noise though. Like CMG ain't making a lot of noise right now. You dig? They ain't got the clout right now. You know what I mean? Nikolai says from Cali, I only know all the good gas in Memphis is from here. King Monk says very long history in the streets. I read up on a lot. Issue saying I definitely can tell you read as well. Facts. I just know a lot of people, bro. I know a lot of people, and a lot of people be putting me on this stuff. That's what I could say. But CMG as a complete label ain't been making no crazy noise as of late. You know what I mean? It ain't really going crazy right now, man. Glorilla's harder than 85% of male rappers. Maybe. Moncan says honestly, nobody in CMG is popping. Internal beef. There could be some internal beef going on. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why I said Moneybagg Yo been quiet. There could be some internal beef going on, you know. That's definitely not far-fetched whatsoever. Ain't nothing far-fetched with that, you dig? Nothing at all is far-fetched about that. You know what I mean? Crazy, man. But yeah, man, they ain't making no crazy moves right now, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. There ain't no crazy moves being made by CMG at all right now. And honestly, this Big Juk situation is hurting them very bad. Big Juk not being there is hurting CMG very bad and will continue to hurt CMG very bad. They had a rumor yesterday that Angela Simmons will be the new CEO of CMG. I pray that's not even true. I pray that that's not even existent. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see. I know a lot of y'all gonna say if Glorilla blows up that y'all gonna say it was a blood sacrifice. Trust me, I know that's coming. You know what I mean? Money Record says they been beefing with 42 Doug. Moneybagg ain't rocking with Glorilla. It's a lot. Glorilla was dry snitching when the nigga CEO Jizzle got hit at the FedEx Forum during Little Baby's concert. You know what I'm saying? He said they let Govan out and bail and take off Killer. You gotta realize in the South that when the South there's way more things going on. Like they don't care much about gunplay is more legalized in the South, right? And in the Midwest. So when it comes to people getting smoked, they don't look at it as crazy as the Northeast would as far as, you know, gunplay is concerned, because guns are very much illegal in the East Coast and out West as well. You dig? So when it comes to gunplay though, you can make bail off stuff like that because it's just different tradition, different laws. It's different. You know what I'm saying? It's way different. And that's why it's like that. You know what I mean? Oh man, champ. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what's going on though, y'all. That's what's happening right now, champs. But just so y'all know, this doesn't mean that Glorilla or Big Boogie is responsible for anything, because the truck was linked to something that happened with their security guard that was doing security for them. Big Leake. The guy on the right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But guess what, gang? It's the mayor, the one and only real New York mayor, F. Eric Adams. You rocking with the town favorite Showface, Snooze, is Big Gotham, and it's always a town versus everybody at all times. Make sure you like the video, share the video. Let me know what you thought in the comments section, gang. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the super chat or the cash app if you like the content. But gang, I'm gonna be back with more content because we got a lot more to cover. There's a lot of things going on. But salute to the chat. Hit the like, share the video. I'll be back with more content. But guess what? We have a public service announcement, and that's to make sure that you stop playing. So respectfully, we beg y'all to stop playing. There's much more content to come. Salute to the chat. Let's get it.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.